How you doing? Mr. DJ's back. Got a new video camera up. One of the reasons why I didn't upload any videos last night was because my video camera kept freezing up on me. And there was a wire that's loose in there, but I got a new one at Best Buy and it's working perfectly. And let's go to Billboard's Hot 100. This time back to Billboard.com, the digital version of Billboard Hot 100 of February the 17th, 1968, from number 92 to number 90. More of an album cut than a single. This is not a hit single. This is an album cut. Well, it sounds more like an album cut than a single. It's heavy, it is hard, too heavy for top 40 radio, except for maybe After Midnight. Vanilla Fudge. And the song by the Vanilla Fudge I want to talk to you about, Where Is My Mind? Which is exactly what I'm thinking right now. Where is my mind? It's completely psychedelic. We're talking about Monterey Pop Festival now, the Woodstock generation, and here it is, the Vanilla Fudge. Where is my mind? Vanilla Fudge, they were good at doing psychedelic renditions of some of the other pop records by the Beatles. Of course, they covered later in '68. They had a huge hit. Their biggest hit was their cover of the Supremes. Their slowed down, almost druggy infused version of "You Keep Me Hanging On" by the Supremes, originally done by the Supremes. But well, I lost my mind. I've completely lost my mind. I forgot the name of the record. Where is my mind? It's way over there somewhere. It gets past midnight here in Tuscaloosa. Mr. DJ here. Deep Purple, they call themselves, well, not Deep Purple. I told you I lost my mind. I'm now confusing Deep Purple with the Vanilla Fudge. I guess a lot of people, though, well, I remember when a lot of people used to do that a little bit, though, back in the late 60s. But anyway, Vanilla Fudge, they originally called the Electric Pigeons. Then they called themselves the Pigeons. Four-man group. They signed a deal with Atlantic Records, but the head of Atlantic Records, his name was Ahmet. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but I got pronunciation disability. Ahmet, I believe, Erdogan, said, you guys need to change your name. This is not working. Pigeons are not going to work. And the group agreed with them. The group thought, well, calling ourselves the Pigeons, that's a little weird. But they couldn't come up with another name. They just couldn't come up with anything. Then one night, the Pigeons, they played a nightclub in Long Island called Page 2. They met a girl there named Dee Dee. Dee Dee, she worked there. She told them how her grandfather used to call her Vanilla Fudge. Then she said to the group, why don't you guys call yourself Vanilla Fudge? You're like white soul music. And the group was like, dadgummit. That's a perfect name for psychedelic, for what we're doing, the music that we're doing. They wrote it by the record company. They wrote it by their manager, and they liked it. So it was indeed a Vanilla Fudge. Now, I'm trying. This song is not on their first two albums. It's on the album. It's an extra cut. Let me bring it up on Wikipedia right here. The album cut itself. If I can, well, let me dig it up. My goodness, here we go. Talk about being prepared. I'm doing this on the fly. Although this is my third take, actually. Should have seen my first take. Anyway, the album is called Renaissance. That was in 1968. Top 20 on the U.S. album charts. And Where Is My Mind is a bonus track, but it's a CD bonus track that was added later on. Some of the other tracks on the video is they covered Season of the Witch by Donovan. They covered that on here. And they covered the Supremes, You Keep Me Hanging On. I might have mentioned that earlier. That was their biggest hit. That came out later in 1968. And one other thing. Oh, God. I found this out last night. It blew me away. Guess who produced their first three albums, including this record right here and You Keep Me Hanging On? Their version, a guy named Shadows Morton. Shadows Morton, who produced Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las. I don't know if I mentioned this or not in this take, but I'll do it. I'll do it at the risk of sounding repetitive. Vanilla Fudge, this progressive rock sound was starting to gel in 1968. late 60s, early 70s. They influenced Yes, Led Zeppelin, Styx, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Listen to this song and listen to some of the stuff that Emerson, Lake and Palmer did a few years later. There are some similarities. But this song was not a hit. It was an album cut. Well, it sounds more like an album cut. Peaked at number 73 on Billboard's Hot 100. Vanilla Fudge on Billboard's Hot 100 of February 17th, 1968. Where is my mind? Tripping out in the late 60s, baby.